Hey guys, it's me, Judd Saul, with equippingthepersecuted.org. Um, just wanted to do a quick video to share what's on my mind regarding Nigeria at the moment. It's been, news has come out that 100 of the 300 kids that have been kidnapped from a Catholic school have been released. And we're seeing a lot of people coming out and praising God that 100 kids have been released. And yes, we should be thankful and very happy that 100 children have been released. However, there's something that amidst the celebration that people are talking about is that there's still nearly 200 people that are still captive. There's 200 kids that are still captive. And no one's asking the question, how did these 100 kids get released? None of the kidnappers have been brought to justice. There's no dead kidnappers. Usually in this situation, what happens is somebody in the Nigerian government paid the kidnappers to get the kids back. They paid a ransom to get the children back. Allowing the kidnappers to hold on to the remaining 200 kids that have been kidnapped and live on to kidnap and kill another day. I'm very grateful for the release of these 100 kids, but the only reason that I believe that this release happened is because there's currently a congressional delegation from the United States in Nigeria right now, and the Nigerian government wants to have some good news or show some goodwill since there's a U.S. congressional delegation in Nigeria, which is really messed up. Why not just go to the kidnappers? Because the Nigerian government knows where these kids are. They know who the kidnappers are. But no real justice is being done. And these kidnappers will live on to kidnap another day, and Lord knows what's happening to the remaining 200. They definitely need your prayers. But there needs to be more action. There needs to be more tangible, actual action being done by the Nigerian government, and I would hope the U.S. government. Now, I want to bring up another disturbing news and information that I've received is, despite the congressional delegation and despite President Trump speaking out against the persecution of Christians in Nigeria, it has come to my knowledge that the Fulani are planning another Christmas attack against Christians. They're planning on slaughtering Christians over Christmas. And to be specific, they plan on targeting Plateau State, particularly the communities of Riom, Barkin-Ladi, and Bokos. And they're also planning on attacking Kaduna in the Kafachan area. And we can't leave out that they are also planning another attack in Benue, in the specific region of Agatu. Sources tell me that Fulani militia are mobilizing on the Benue-Nasarawa border. The Fulani militia are mobilizing on the Plateau-Nasarawa border. And the Fulani are also mobilizing on the Kaduna-Nasarawa border. They're building up. More mercenaries are coming in from the north. Fulani mercenaries, mind you. More Fulani mercenaries are coming in from the north. And this message goes out to President Trump and the Republicans, the senators, and the congressmen. If something isn't done soon, there's going to be a lot of dead Christian bodies on Christmas. TruthNigeria.com, which is a site that I helped found, has issued over 100 terror alerts since 2023 with 90% accuracy. And in every one of these terror alerts, the Nigerian government's been notified, local police, military been notified, and not once has the Nigerian military or police interceded on behalf of the Christians being attacked. In fact, we have many cases where the military and local police actually were complicit in these attacks. And the question you have to ask yourself is, who gives the orders to stand down when Christians are being killed? Who's giving those orders? We've been told time and time and again that the Nigerian military and police force, in order for them to engage in an attack, they must get orders from the top. Otherwise, they cannot take action. And many times, the police and military are ordered to stand down. So here we are once again. I'm going live. I'm giving an advance warning. In Plateau, in Benue, and Kaduna, the Fulani ethnic militia have plans to kill Christians on Christmas. My question is, United States government, what are you going to do about it? My question is to the Nigerian government, what are you going to do about it? You have knowledge right now that this is going to happen. And the thing is to the Nigerian government, you already know this is going to happen. You already know this. I mean, how do you guys not intercede or intervene when 300 kids are being kidnapped from a school? Where's the police and military? How in the world do you kidnap 300 people in one setting without any intervention? How do you sit idly by in a town like Yellowada where 280 Christians were burned alive, slaughtered, and macheted to death for over 4 hours, while you're in between in a 25-minute drive from two major cities with no police or military intervention as Christians would get slaughtered for over 4 hours? It's not a lack of resources. It's a lack of willpower. Major lack of willpower. And for whatever reason, I don't understand. But you guys have been warned. Please prove me wrong. Let's not see any dead Christian bodies over Christmas. And do something about this. For the love of God.
Here is the terror alert from Truth Nigeria. According to Truth Niger's Judd Saul, if something isn't done by Christmas, there's going to be a lot of dead Christians in Nigeria. The radical Fulani Islamists are mobilizing for Christmas attacks. Doesn't get any clearer than that. I encourage you to watch from start to finish, but if you wish to skip straight to the terror alert, go to 257 on the video. Judd Saul and Truth Nigeria have an untainted, stellar reputation in precise intelligence gathering and dissemination of accurate terror alerts with over 99% accuracy. No one or situation has once proven them wrong. See my pinned video to get an idea. This must be taken very, very seriously, especially given that Reverend Ezekiel Dacomo had also issued a similar alert during his visit with Dr. Paul Enenche at the Dunamis Church, in Abuja. The clock ticks away. Meanwhile, an association of Igbo clergymen, Concerned Igbo Ministers Commission, CMC, has said governors of the southeast states, with the exception of Alex Adi of Abia, are not sincere in their promise to work for the freedom of leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Shortly after Kanu's conviction on November 20, 2025, the Southeast governors had promised to meet President Bola Tinubu towards working out a political solution that would result in the agitators' freedom from detention. Kanu was sentenced to life imprisonment by an Abuja Federal High Court presided by Justice James Omotosho and is currently serving the term at Sokoto Prison. So far, only Governor Adi, of Abia State, has met President Tinubu over Kanu's case. Adi's meeting with Tinubu came after he visited Kanu at the Sokoto prison. In a statement on Monday, Igbo clerics, under the aegis of concerned Igbo Ministers' Commission, accused the Southeast governors of betraying Kanu, condemning what it described as the governors' inaction on the proposed meeting with Tinubu. The clerics spoke in a statement titled Igbo Governors and the Betrayal of Nnamdi Kanu, signed by the association's president, Reverend Tony User. The concerned Igbo Ministers' Commission, CMC, led by Reverend Tony User, is deeply worried and disappointed by the continued silence and inaction of most Igbo governors over the continued detention of Onyenda Matsi Nnamdi Kanu. After the conviction judgment delivered by Justice Omotosho, Igbo governors promised our people that they would urgently meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to seek a political and humane solution to this matter. Till today, only one governor has kept that promise, Governor Alex Adi of Abia State. The rest have failed our people. This is no longer a matter of delay or logistics. It is now clear that many of these politicians are not sincere. Their repeated promises have turned into empty words, the Igbo cleric said in a statement, lamenting the attitude of the region's political leaders. The clergyman, however, alleged that the governors are afraid of Kanu and are not comfortable with him regaining his freedom. The truth is painful, but it must be said. Many Igbo politicians are afraid of Matsi Nnamdi Kanu. They fear his popularity. They fear his courage. They fear the love ordinary Igbo people have for him. They know that if Matsi Nnamdi Kanu is released, their years of betrayal, silence, and cooperation with those oppressing Igbo people will be exposed. That is why, except for Governor Adi, they are comfortable watching an innocent man remain in detention. The clerics asserted that the governors know Kanu is innocent and that he genuinely loves Igbo people and was ready to die for them. They know the Eastern Security Network, ESN, was created to protect our communities when governments failed to do so. They also know that criminals were later sponsored and dressed up as agitators to destroy the image of the struggle and blackmail the entire Igbo movement, the statement added. The clergyman went further to declare that Kanu had no hand in the Monday sit-at-home in the southeast. They also highlighted efforts made by Kanu to put an end to the weekly phenomenon. The statement said, Matsi Nnamdi Kanu did not declare Monday sit-at-home. The people acted on their own out of pain and frustration. More importantly, he tried many times to stop it. In 2022, when Governor Chukwuma Soludo visited Matsi Nnamdi Kanu at DSS custody, Kanu begged DSS officials to allow him speak to the people and call off sit-at-home and any form of unrest. Governor Soludo witnessed this and even joined in pleading with the DSS. The DSS refused. That refusal created room for criminals, some backed by government interests, to hijack the situation, create insecurity, and then turn around to blame Matsi Nnamdi Kanu for violence he never authorized. Even in open court, Matsi Nnamdi Kanu called for an end to sit-at-home and violence. He wrote a handwritten note warning that anyone calling for sit-at-home was not his follower. So how can anyone honestly claim that a man locked away in DSS custody was organizing insecurity across the southeast? That claim is simply a lie. Urging Igbo governors to stop deceiving the people, the cleric said, the Southeast Governors Forum has promised again and again to meet the president, and has failed again and again. Our people must now understand the hard truth. Some of these governors do not want Matsi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. They believe his freedom will end their political careers built on compromise and silence. But history is watching. God is watching. The Igbo people are watching. Appealing to Tinubu to intervene and bring this injustice to an end, the concerned Igbo Ministers' Commission asked the Southeast governors to either act now or stop pretending to care. Igbo people and all Nigerians to reject lies and stand for truth. You can jail a man, but you cannot jail the truth. You can delay justice, but you cannot erase history. Nnamdi Kanu's case is not just about one man, it is about justice, dignity, and the future of our people, the cleric stressed. Thank you for your attention to this matter, stay safe and have a blessed day.